I've seen you spend more than that at the country club bar in an afternoon. $50.
Samantha's relationship with her daughter Tabitha was often complicated, especially when it came to Tabitha's magical abilities. While Samantha herself was a witch who had embraced her powers, she found herself frustrated by Tabitha's carefree use of magic. Samantha wanted her daughter to understand the importance of controlling her powers, and the potential consequences of using them without thought. This concern stemmed from Samantha's own experiences, where her magic often led to unintended chaos in her life with Darren. Samantha frequently worried that Tabitha's lack of caution could lead to trouble, especially in a world where being a witch was not always accepted. She often felt torn between wanting to encourage her daughter's natural gifts and fearing the repercussions of those gifts. This tension created a dynamic where Samantha would sometimes scold Tabitha for her impulsive spells, hoping to instill a sense of responsibility. Despite her frustrations, Samantha's love for Tabitha remained strong, and she often found herself reflecting on how to guide her daughter while also allowing her to explore her identity as a young witch.
About going out to dinner with me?
Oh no.
I see.
I couldn't eat another thing tonight.
The series gained immense popularity, finishing as the second-rated show in America during its debut season. It managed to stay in the top 10 for the first 3 seasons, captivating audiences with its unique blend of humor and fantasy. The show's creator, Saul Sachs, drew inspiration from 2 classic films, which played a significant role in shaping the pilot episode's script. The movies I Married a Witch and Bell, Book and Candle provided a foundation for the enchanting storyline that would become beloved by many. The combination of a relatable suburban setting and the magical elements brought to life by the character Samantha, played by Elizabeth Montgomery, resonated with viewers. This mix of the ordinary and the extraordinary allowed the show to explore themes of love, acceptance, and the challenges of balancing everyday life with supernatural abilities. The charm of the characters and the clever writing contributed to its lasting appeal, making Bewitched a memorable part of television history. The show's success can be attributed to its innovative concept and the creative vision of Sachs, who successfully transformed his cinematic inspirations into a beloved sitcom that continues to be celebrated today.
Samantha? Oh, I had the wrong slant, Mother. I'm starting again. Well, do you realize the war...
At the time of creating Bewitched, the show's creator did not seem overly concerned about the similarities between his series and certain films. These films, which featured themes of magic and domestic life, bore a striking resemblance to the premise of Bewitched. However, a fortunate twist of fate played in his favor. Both of these films were owned by Paramount Pictures, which also owned Screen Gems, the production company behind Bewitched. This connection likely eased any potential worries about legal issues or accusations of copying. The creator could focus on developing the show without the looming threat of copyright infringement. The blend of humor, fantasy, and relatable family dynamics in Bewitched captured the audience's attention, allowing it to become a beloved classic. The show's unique charm and the enchanting performance of Elizabeth Montgomery as Samantha contributed to its success, making it a staple of American television. The creator's ability to navigate these concerns while crafting a memorable series is a testament to his vision and creativity. The series went on to explore various themes of love, acceptance, and the challenges of balancing a magical life with everyday responsibilities, further solidifying its place in television history.
I'm going to speak it to you in English. Are you out of your...
Initially, the creators of the television series Bewitched had a different vision for the lead role. They wanted Tammy Grimes, a talented actress who had won the Best Actress Tony Award in 1961, for her performance in the unsinkable Molly Brown. At that time, Grimes was under contract with Screen Gems, which made her the studio's first choice for the role of Cassandra, the character that would later be known as Samantha. The decision to cast Grimes reflected the studio's desire for a strong, established actress who could bring depth and charm to the character. However, as the production progressed, the plans changed, and the role ultimately went to Elizabeth Montgomery. Montgomery's portrayal of Samantha became iconic, and she brought a unique blend of humor and warmth to the character. The shift from Grimes to Montgomery marked a significant turning point in the series, leading to its lasting popularity and influence in television history. The initial choice of Grimes highlights the complexities of casting in the entertainment industry and how different decisions can shape the trajectory of a show. The legacy of Bewitched continues to resonate, showcasing the impact of casting choices on the success of a television series.
women, Mr. Stevens. Hello, dear.
Oh, what women, Mrs. Prescott? When I'm with my wife, there are...
Initially, the show Bewitched was set to feature a character who could use her magical powers in various ways. However, one of the actresses considered for the role, Grimes, expressed her concerns about the premise. She questioned why a witch with such abilities would not use her powers to address significant issues like wars, or even the everyday frustrations of Los Angeles traffic. Grimes felt that the character's potential was not being fully realized in the context of the show. This led her to decline the role, opting instead to accept a different opportunity in the Broadway production of High Spirits. Her decision to step away from Bewitched created a need for the producers to recast the character. Ultimately, the character was renamed Samantha, and the show moved forward with a new actress in the lead role. This change marked a significant turning point for the series, shaping its direction and the portrayal of its central character. The decision to recast not only altered the show's dynamics, but also influenced how audiences connected with the story and its themes. The new actress brought her own interpretation to Samantha, allowing the series to explore different aspects of the character's life and her magical abilities. The evolution of Bewitched continued to captivate viewers, even as it navigated the challenges of casting and character development.
Well, that certainly makes sense. But not...
Elizabeth Montgomery and her then-husband, producer and director William Asher, were on the lookout for a television project that would allow them to collaborate creatively. They wanted to find something that would not only showcase Montgomery's talents, but also provide a platform for their joint vision. During this search, they came across the pilot script for Bewitched. After reviewing the material, they felt that the show had great potential. The concept of a witch living in the suburbs, trying to blend in with ordinary life while using her magical powers, intrigued them. They believed that the character of Samantha, the witch, was a unique and appealing role. This led to the decision to sign Elizabeth Montgomery for the role of Samantha. Her charm and comedic timing were seen as perfect for the character, and this casting choice would ultimately play a significant role in the show's success. The chemistry between Montgomery and the other cast members, along with the creative direction provided by Asher, helped to shape Bewitched into a beloved classic that resonated with audiences. The show became a staple of American television, showcasing the blend of fantasy and everyday life that captivated viewers. The partnership between Montgomery and Asher not only brought Bewitched to life, but also marked a significant moment in television history. Their collaboration set the stage for a series that would entertain generations and leave a lasting legacy in the world of sitcoms.
Odds will pick him up.
Well, that's very nice of you, but no thank you. I think I better just keep on looking.
Initially, a young actor named Richard Sargent was very close to being signed to play the role of Darren Stevens in the beloved television series Bewitched. His audition had impressed the producers, and it seemed like a perfect match for the character. However, as the pilot was still in pre-production, Sargent ended up taking another job, which meant he could not commit to the role. This unexpected turn of events left the casting team searching for another suitable actor. Next, Richard Crenna was offered the part of Darren. Crenna had just spent several years on the popular show The Real McCoys, where he had built a solid reputation. Despite the opportunity to star in a new series, he decided to pass on the role of Darren Stevens. Crenna's decision was influenced by his recent experience and the desire to explore different opportunities rather than jump into another long-term commitment. The casting process for Darren Stevens was crucial, as the character was central to the show's dynamic, especially in relation to Samantha, the witch played by Elizabeth Montgomery. The search for the right actor continued, as the producers aimed to find someone who could bring the character to life in a way that resonated with audiences. The choices made during this casting phase would ultimately shape the show's success and its enduring legacy in television history.
Well, that's funny. He was wearing a brand new tie when he left.
Yeah, I know.
During the second to last day of filming on Bewitched, Dick York faced a serious injury that would affect him for the rest of his life. While operating a railroad handcar, which was part of a scene involving wounded men, the director called for a cut. In that moment, one of the wounded extras unexpectedly reached out and pulled himself up on the opposite side of the handle that York was about to upswing. This caught York completely off guard. He was not prepared for the additional weight of the extra, who weighed around 180 pounds. As he lifted, the sudden strain caused him to tear most of the muscles on the right side of his back. The injury was severe, impacting his spine and leading to long-term complications. Despite his efforts to recover, the damage never healed correctly, leaving him with chronic pain. This incident not only affected his physical health, but also had a significant impact on his career and personal life. The challenges he faced after the injury were immense, as he struggled to manage the pain while continuing to work in the entertainment industry. The legacy of that day on set remains a poignant reminder of the risks actors can face while performing their roles. Instead, the best the specialist could do was to supply him with a steady course of increasingly stronger pain medications. This approach allowed him to work through his severe pain for the first 4 seasons of the show. The character's dedication to his role was evident, as he managed to maintain a professional demeanor despite the challenges he faced. However, in the middle of season 5, the toll of the pain became more apparent. It was during this time that viewers began to notice a change. He appeared really run down, and this was visible on camera. The strain of managing his pain while trying to deliver a consistent performance took its toll on him. The combination of the demanding filming schedule and the effects of the medication contributed to his visible fatigue. This situation highlighted the challenges faced by actors who must balance their health with the demands of their careers. The impact of pain management on his performance became a topic of discussion among fans and critics alike, as they observed the subtle changes in his appearance and energy levels. The struggle with pain is often hidden behind the scenes, but in this case, it became part of the narrative that surrounded the beloved series. The dedication to the craft, even in the face of personal challenges, is a testament to the resilience of those in the entertainment industry.
Fine.
I assure you I am in full possession of all my faculties.
While filming a scene for the beloved television series Bewitched, an unfortunate incident occurred involving one of the actors. After returning from lunch, he found himself on a 15-foot scaffolding, surrounded by the intense heat of studio lights. The combination of exhaustion from a long day of shooting and the effects of the Medicaid education he was undergoing took a toll on him. Suddenly, he experienced a seizure, which alarmed everyone on set. The crew quickly sprang into action, rushing him to the hospital for immediate medical attention. This incident marked a turning point for the actor, as he never returned to the Bewitched set after that day. The event left a lasting impact on the cast and crew, reminding them of the pressures and challenges faced in the demanding world of television production. The show continued to air, but the absence of the actor was felt deeply by fans and colleagues alike. The incident serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of health and the importance of taking care of oneself, especially in high-pressure environments.
Sam, what did you do this morning?
Well, I told you I had some errands to run.
In the 1964 television series Bewitched, the character of Gladys Kravitz, played by Alice Pearce, became a memorable part of the show. Gladys was known for her nosy and busybody nature, often getting involved in the lives of her neighbors, particularly Samantha and Darren Stevens. Alice Pearce's portrayal of Gladys brought a unique comedic flair to the character, making her a standout in the series. Interestingly, Pearce's journey to becoming an actress was marked by a childhood accident. At just 9 years old, she fell from a playground swing and landed on her chin. This incident reportedly stunted her growth, and her undershot jaw made it difficult for her to land leading lady roles in her career. However, her talent shone through, and she became a reliable comedic actress, bringing life to the quirky and often frantic Gladys Kravitz. The character's antics and her interactions with the magical happenings around her added a layer of humor and intrigue to the show. As the series progressed, there were episodes that featured daring storylines, but the essence of Gladys remained a constant source of laughter and entertainment. Eventually, after Alice Pearce's passing, the role of Gladys Kravitz was taken over by another actress, but the impact of Pearce's performance continued to resonate with fans of the show. Her ability to embody the character's nosiness and comedic timing left a lasting impression, making Gladys Kravitz an unforgettable part of television history. 4 months before receiving a phone call from her agent about the role in the TV series Bewitched, she faced a life-changing moment. She was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, a condition that would alter her life and career. After the diagnosis, she underwent surgery, hoping for a positive outcome. However, the doctors delivered devastating news. They informed her that her case was actually terminal. This revelation was a heavy burden to bear, especially as she contemplated her future in the entertainment industry. Despite the grim prognosis, she found herself at a crossroads when the opportunity for Bewitched arose. The role offered a chance to showcase her talent and connect with audiences, even as she grappled with her illness. The complexity of her situation added depth to her performance as she poured her heart into the character, knowing that each moment on screen could be one of her last. The show became a significant part of her legacy, intertwining her personal struggles with her professional achievements.
So, naturally, all my boyfriends are scared to death. He belted.
Despite her struggles, she managed to keep her illness a secret from her co-workers on the set of Bewitched. The beloved series, which first aired in 1964, featured Elizabeth Montgomery in the lead role of Samantha Stevens, a witch who marries a mortal man. Montgomery's dedication to her craft was evident, as she often downplayed her condition, attributing her occasional fatigue to the demands of filming. Her ability to maintain a facade of normalcy allowed her to continue working without raising suspicion among her colleagues. Tragically, her health declined, and she passed away in March of 1966. Following her death, Sandra Gould stepped into the role of Gladys Kravitz, the nosy neighbor who often found herself embroiled in the magical chaos surrounding Samantha. Gould's portrayal brought a new energy to the character, allowing the show to continue its run while honoring Montgomery's legacy. The transition was not easy, but it was necessary for the series to move forward. The behind-the-scenes challenges of Bewitched reflect the complexities of life in the entertainment industry, where personal struggles often remain hidden from the public eye. The show continued to capture the hearts of audiences, even as it navigated the loss of one of its stars. The impact of Montgomery's performance and the subsequent changes in the cast remain a significant part of the show's history. The series is remembered not only for its humor and charm, but also for the resilience of its cast in the face of adversity.
Oh, you!
Please don't yell.
I told you not to.
It is interesting to note that most of the supporting actors on Bewitched wore their own clothes and accessories on screen. This unique approach to wardrobe added a personal touch to the characters and made the show feel more relatable. Each actor would bring in the clothes they wanted to wear for that week's episode a week prior to filming. This meant that they had to carefully select outfits that fit their character's personality and the episode's theme. Once the actors provided their clothing, these items were handed over to the wardrobe department. The team would then clean and press the garments to ensure they looked their best on camera. This process not only showcased the actors' individual styles, but also allowed them to feel more comfortable in their roles. The blend of personal fashion with character portrayal contributed to the show's charm and authenticity, making it a beloved classic. The wardrobe choices reflected the era's fashion trends, while also allowing the actors to express themselves creatively.
Yeah. Well, I think that,
Agnes Moorehead, a talented actress known for her role as Endora in the classic television series Bewitched, often wore a stunning starburst brooch. This exquisite piece of jewelry was set with 8.5 carats of diamonds, making it a striking accessory that caught the eye of many, including her co-star Elizabeth Montgomery. The brooch became a symbol of their friendship and admiration for each other. Elizabeth Montgomery admired the brooch so much that it held a special place in her heart. When Agnes Moorehead passed away in 1974, she made a thoughtful decision regarding the brooch. In her will, she bequeathed the starburst brooch to Montgomery, a gesture that reflected their close bond and the deep respect they had for one another. This act not only highlighted the personal connection between the two actresses, but also added a layer of sentimental value to the already beautiful piece of jewelry. The starburst brooch remains a cherished symbol of their friendship and the legacy of Bewitched.
A marvelous woman.
Elizabeth Montgomery had a unique vision when it came to naming her character's daughter in the beloved 1964 television series Bewitched. She decided on the name Tabitha, a choice that reflected her fondness for old-fashioned names. Montgomery felt that Tabitha had a certain charm and elegance that resonated with the show's whimsical and magical themes. The inspiration for the name came from a personal connection. She derived it from one of the daughters of actor Edward Andrews. This choice not only added depth to the character, but also showcased Montgomery's creativity and her desire to bring a touch of nostalgia to the series. Tabitha quickly became a beloved character in her own right, embodying the playful spirit of the show, while also representing the blend of the ordinary and the extraordinary that Bewitched was known for. The The name Tabitha has since become iconic, symbolizing the enchanting world that Montgomery and the show's creators crafted. The character's adventures and mischief captured the hearts of audiences, making her a memorable part of television history. The choice of such a distinctive name contributed to the show's lasting legacy and its ability to resonate with viewers across generations.
I had to scratch Adorable Diane. I don't have an entry for the 6th race.
You scratched Adorable Diane? That...
Somehow, the name Tabitha was changed from its original spelling with an I to an A in the credits of the beloved 1964 TV series Bewitched. This small but notable error caught the attention of many viewers. Fans of the show noticed that the character, who is the daughter of Samantha and Darren Stevens, was credited with the name Tabitha, which seemed to be a simple mistake. The change in spelling appeared in the opening credits and continued for a while, leading to some confusion among the audience. It is unclear exactly when the correction was made, but it is believed that at some point later in the series, the name was adjusted back to its proper spelling. This kind of detail, while minor, reflects the charm and quirks of television production during that era. Bewitched remains a classic, and such small errors only add to the nostalgia and fond memories that fans hold dear. The character of Tabitha, with her magical abilities and innocent charm, continues to be a memorable part of the show's legacy. The evolution of her name in the credits serves as a reminder of the show's endearing imperfections and the lasting impact it has had on its audience.
Forget it, honey. Just forget it.
Every time Elizabeth Montgomery saw the iconic title sequence of Bewitched roll across the screen, she felt a shudder run down her spine. The sound effects, particularly the twinkling noise that accompanied the magical moments, struck her as grating. She described it as akin to nails scratching on a chalkboard, a sensation that drove her crazy. This reaction was not just a fleeting annoyance. It was something that lingered with her throughout the series. Montgomery's discomfort with the sound was so pronounced that it became a topic of conversation among the cast and crew. However, as the series progressed into its later episodes, changes were made. The sound effects that had once caused her such distress were corrected, leading to a more pleasant viewing experience for both Montgomery and the audience. This adjustment reflected the show's evolution and the willingness of the production team to listen to the concerns of their lead actress. The transformation in the sound design not only improved the atmosphere of the show, but also highlighted the collaborative spirit behind the scenes. Montgomery's experience serves as a reminder of the small details that can impact a performer's experience and the overall quality of a beloved television series.
Chef, you need some ice.
No thanks.
I need some ice.
Samantha often found herself in a tug-of-war between her love for Tabitha and her concerns about her daughter's magical abilities. While Samantha had learned to navigate the complexities of being a witch, she worried that Tabitha's carefree approach to magic could lead to serious consequences. Samantha's own experiences with magic had taught her that even the smallest spell could spiral out of control, causing chaos in her life with Darren. This history made her anxious about Tabitha's impulsive use of her powers. Samantha wanted her daughter to appreciate the weight of her abilities and the responsibility that came with them. She frequently tried to guide Tabitha, hoping to instill a sense of caution and awareness. However, this often resulted in frustration, as Tabitha's youthful exuberance clashed with Samantha's desire for control. Despite the challenges, Samantha's love for her daughter shone through. She recognized that Tabitha's journey as a young witch was essential for her growth, even if it meant facing some difficult lessons along the way. The balance between nurturing Tabitha's gifts and ensuring her safety remained a constant struggle for Samantha, reflecting the complexities of their mother-daughter relationship.
You'll just take this off my foot. Thanks, Larry.
As we wrap up our journey through the enchanting world of Bewitched, a spellbinding question lingers in the air. What became of the beloved cast after the final curtain fell? In this bonus segment, we will delve into the lives of the actors who brought Samantha, Darren, and the rest of the magical crew to life. Did Elizabeth Montgomery continue to charm audiences, or did she seek a different path? What challenges did Dick York face after leaving the show, and how did he find his way back to the spotlight? We will uncover the surprising twists and turns in the lives of these iconic stars, revealing stories of triumph, struggle, and unexpected careers. From the glitz of Hollywood to quieter lives away from the screen, their journeys are as captivating as the show itself. Stay tuned as we explore the legacies of these talented individuals and the impact Bewitched had on their futures.
Thanks.
Bernie Kopell played the role of the apothecary in the 1964 TV series Bewitched, a character that added a layer of intrigue to the show's magical narrative. His portrayal was marked by a blend of charm and mystery, embodying the essence of a character who dealt in potions and spells. This role showcased Kopell's ability to navigate the whimsical yet complex world of witchcraft, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. After Bewitched, Kopell's career continued to flourish, with notable appearances in various television shows, including The Love Boat, where he became a familiar face. However, his life was not without challenges. Kopell faced personal hardships, including the pressures of fame and the struggle to maintain a stable family life. He experienced a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which took a toll on his emotional well-being. In recent years, Kopell has remained relatively private, with little public information about his current activities. He has occasionally participated in interviews, reflecting on his past and the impact of his roles. As of now, he is believed to be living a quieter life, away from the spotlight, focusing on personal interests and family.
The better office lamp, and, well, nobody's going to beat a path to my door if they don't know about it.
John Fiedler portrayed Augustus Sunshine in the 1964 TV series Bewitched, a character marked by his whimsical charm and mysterious aura. Fiedler's performance brought depth to the role, showcasing his ability to blend humor with a touch of darkness. This character, a seemingly cheerful figure, often hinted at deeper complexities, reflecting Fiedler's own life experiences. After Bewitched, Fiedler continued to work in television and film, often typecast as the nervous, soft-spoken man. He appeared in notable productions like The Odd Couple and had a memorable role in the film 12 Angry Men. However, his career was not without challenges. Fiedler faced personal hardships, including struggles with depression and anxiety, which he often kept hidden from the public eye. His private life was marked by a lack of scandal, but he experienced the loneliness that often accompanies a life in the spotlight. In his later years, Fiedler remained active in voice acting, lending his voice to various animated projects. He passed away in 2005, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. His life serves as a reminder of the complexities behind the roles he played, revealing a man who navigated both the light and dark sides of existence.
Sensitive boob.
Well, maybe you are, but you're my insensitive boob, and I need you.
Come on, let's go get.
David White portrayed Larry Tate, the ambitious advertising executive, in the 1964 television series Bewitched. His character was often caught in the crossfire of Samantha's magical mishaps, providing a blend of humor and tension. White's performance brought a unique charm to the role, making Larry a memorable figure in the series. After Bewitched ended, White faced challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched the popularity of Larry Tate, leading to a decline in his visibility in Hollywood. In his personal life, White dealt with significant hardships. He experienced a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which took a toll on his mental health. He also faced financial difficulties, struggling to maintain his lifestyle after the show. Despite these challenges, he continued to work in theater and television, but his later years were marked by a sense of obscurity. The last known information about David White indicates he passed away in 1990, leaving behind a legacy as a beloved character actor. His life remains a testament to the complexities of fame and the shadows that often accompany it.
The little ones were expandable.
Maurice Evans portrayed the character of Maurice in the 1964 TV series Bewitched, bringing a complex blend of charm and authority to the role of Samantha's father. His character was a powerful warlock, often at odds with the human world, reflecting the tension between magic and reality. Evans's performance was marked by a commanding presence, which captivated audiences and added depth to the show's supernatural elements. Beyond Bewitched, Maurice Evans had a rich career in theater and film, known for his work in Shakespearean roles. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including struggles with alcoholism, which affected his relationships and career trajectory. In the 1970s, he was involved in a scandal when he was accused of making inappropriate comments to young actors, which cast a shadow over his reputation. Later in life, Evans continued to work in television, but faced declining health. He passed away in 1989, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances. His last known information indicates he was remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike, despite the darker aspects of his life.
We'll have to wait and see. In the meantime...
Yes?
What's for lunch?
Charles Lane portrayed Ed Hotchkiss in the 1964 TV series Bewitched, a character known for his stern demeanor and no-nonsense attitude. Lane's performance brought a unique blend of humor and seriousness, making Ed a memorable figure in the show's landscape. His character often found himself at odds with the magical happenings around him, showcasing Lane's ability to balance comedy with a touch of realism. After Bewitched, Lane's career continued with various roles in television and film, but he faced personal challenges that cast a shadow over his professional life. He struggled with the pressures of fame and the typecasting that often followed actors in sitcoms. Lane experienced financial difficulties in the 1970s, leading to a decline in his acting opportunities. In his personal life, Lane dealt with the loss of his wife, which deeply affected him. He became reclusive, distancing himself from the Hollywood scene. Despite these hardships, he remained passionate about acting, taking on smaller roles and voice work. The last known information about Lane indicates he lived a quiet life until his passing in 2007, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his contributions to entertainment and the personal battles he faced.
Okay.
Maybe a nice Spanish omelet?
Fine. Wait a minute.
Casey Rogers portrayed Louise Tate in the 1964 television series Bewitched, a role that showcased her talent as the wife of Darren Tate, played by Dick York. Louise was often caught in the crossfire of the magical chaos surrounding her husband and his witchy neighbor, Samantha. Rogers brought a blend of charm and vulnerability to the character, making her a memorable part of the show. After Bewitched ended, Casey faced significant challenges in her personal life. She struggled with the pressures of Hollywood and the typecasting that often followed actors from successful series. In the late 1970s, she experienced a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, which took a toll on her mental health. Casey also faced financial difficulties, leading her to take on various roles in theater and television, but none matched the fame of her earlier work. In her later years, she became reclusive, living away from the spotlight. The last known information about Casey Rogers indicates she passed away in 2006, leaving behind a legacy marked by both success and personal strife.
To help, my darling. Trouble still brewing in paradise? Oh.
George Tobias portrayed Abner Kravitz, the beleaguered husband of nosy neighbor Gladys, in the 1964 TV series Bewitched. His character often found himself caught in the chaos of Samantha's magical world, embodying the everyman who struggled to comprehend the supernatural events around him. Tobias brought a unique blend of humor and frustration to Abner, making him a memorable part of the show's dynamic. After Bewitched ended, Tobias continued to work in television and film, appearing in various roles that showcased his versatility. However, his life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including a battle with health issues that affected his career. In the late 1970s, he was diagnosed with cancer, which he fought bravely. Despite these struggles, he remained active in the industry until his health declined. Tobias passed away in 1980, leaving behind a legacy marked by his iconic role as Abner Kravitz. His contributions to television remain appreciated, though his later years were shadowed by illness. The last known information about him reflects a man who faced life's adversities with resilience, yet ultimately succumbed to the darkness of his health battles.
There are big people and little people.
Yeah.
Parley Baer portrayed the desk sergeant in the 1964 TV series Bewitched, a role that showcased his ability to blend humor with authority. His character often found himself in absurd situations, dealing with the supernatural antics of Samantha and her family. Baer's performance was marked by a subtle charm, making the desk sergeant a memorable part of the show's fabric. After Bewitched, Baer continued to work in television and film, appearing in series like The Andy Griffith Show and The Twilight Zone. However, his career was not without challenges. Baer faced personal hardships, including a difficult marriage that ended in divorce. He struggled with the pressures of Hollywood, which often led to feelings of isolation and anxiety. In his later years, Baer became involved in voice acting, lending his talents to various animated projects. He remained active in the industry until his health began to decline. Parley Baer passed away in 2002, leaving behind a legacy of diverse roles and a complex personal life marked by both triumphs and struggles. His last known information reflects a quiet retirement, away from the public eye, where he found solace in his craft, and memories of a vibrant career.
My hips. What about them?
You didn't measure them.
Oh, well, I don't think we have to bother with that.
Marion Lorne's portrayal of Aunt Clara in the 1964 series Bewitched remains a hauntingly memorable role. Her character, a well-meaning but bumbling witch, brought a unique blend of warmth and chaos to the show. Lorne's performance was marked by a delicate balance of humor and vulnerability, making Aunt Clara a beloved figure among fans. However, Lorne's life was not without its shadows. Born in 1883, she faced significant challenges throughout her career. Despite her talent, Lorne struggled to find consistent work in Hollywood, often relegated to supporting roles. The pressures of the industry took a toll on her mental health, leading to periods of deep depression. After Bewitched ended in 1972, Lorne's career dwindled, and she faced financial difficulties. In her later years, she became increasingly reclusive, battling loneliness and health issues. Lorne passed away in 1968, leaving behind a legacy that was both celebrated and tinged with the sadness of unfulfilled potential. The last known information about her life reveals a woman who, despite her comedic talent, faced profound personal hardships.
Queen.
I wonder where our dinner is.
Oh, I see it.
Dick Sargent portrayed Darren Stevens in the 1964 television series Bewitched, stepping into the role after the original actor, Dick York, left due to health issues. Sargent brought a unique charm and a more polished demeanor to the character, navigating the complexities of being married to a witch while maintaining a sense of normalcy. His portrayal resonated with audiences, but behind the scenes, Sargent faced personal challenges. He struggled with his sexuality in an era when being openly gay was taboo. This internal conflict led to a life marked by secrecy and fear of public scrutiny. After Bewitched ended, Sargent's career continued, but he often found himself typecast. He appeared in various television shows and films, yet none matched the iconic status of Darren. In the 1970s, he faced a significant health scare when he was diagnosed with cancer, which he battled privately. Sargent's life was also marked by the tragic loss of his partner, which deepened his struggles with loneliness and depression. In his later years, he became an advocate for LGBTQ rights, using his platform to speak out against discrimination. The last known information about Sargent is that he passed away in 1994, leaving behind a legacy that reflects both his professional achievements and personal battles.
Tried to introduce his line into the country before, and he failed. This was his last chance. The agency was...
Alice Ghostley portrayed Esmeralda in the 1964 series Bewitched, bringing a unique blend of charm and mystery to the character. Esmeralda, a witch with a knack for causing chaos, was a pivotal figure in the show's exploration of magic and its consequences. Ghostley's performance was marked by a subtle darkness, reflecting the complexities of a character who often found herself at odds with her own powers. After Bewitched, Ghostley faced personal and professional challenges. She struggled with typecasting, often being seen only as a comedic actress despite her range. In the 1970s, she experienced a significant loss when her mother passed away, which deeply affected her. Ghostley also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, including the constant scrutiny of her personal life. In her later years, she found solace in theater, earning acclaim for her stage performances. Ghostley continued to work in television and film, but her health began to decline. She passed away in 2007, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a life marked by both triumph and hardship. The last known information about her indicates that she is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike for her contributions to the arts.
Her shirts, everything.
Well, sweetheart, you didn't have to go to all that trouble. You see, I figured on seeing a tailor when we got to London.
Paul Lynde's portrayal of Uncle Arthur in the 1964 TV series Bewitched was a standout role that showcased his unique blend of humor and charm. As a mischievous warlock, Lynde brought a playful yet enigmatic quality to the character, often stealing scenes with his sharp wit and flamboyant personality. This role solidified his status as a beloved figure in television, but it also marked a complex chapter in his life. After Bewitched, Lynde faced personal challenges that cast a shadow over his career. He struggled with his sexuality in an era that was not accepting, leading to a life filled with secrecy and loneliness. His off-screen life was marred by scandals, including a notorious incident in 1968 when he was arrested for a DUI, which further complicated his public image. Despite these hardships, he continued to work in television and theater, appearing in various shows and films, but he never quite recaptured the same level of fame. Lynn's later years were marked by health issues, including a battle with cancer. He passed away in 1982, leaving behind a legacy of laughter intertwined with the darker aspects of his personal struggles. His life remains a poignant reminder of the complexities faced by those in the entertainment industry. The last known information about Lynn highlights his enduring influence on comedy and the ongoing discussions about acceptance and identity in Hollywood.
Warbell is an odd name. You almost want to say warbler. Well, why not take advantage of it?
Elizabeth Montgomery's portrayal of Samantha Stevens in the 1964 series Bewitched became iconic, blending charm with a hint of mischief. As a witch navigating the complexities of suburban life, her character resonated with audiences, showcasing both power and vulnerability. Montgomery's performance was marked by a unique ability to balance humor with deeper emotional undertones, reflecting her own struggles in the industry. After Bewitched ended in 1972, Montgomery faced personal challenges. She dealt with the pressures of fame and the complexities of her relationships, including a tumultuous marriage to actor William Asher, which ended in divorce. Montgomery also faced the shadow of her father's legacy, actor Robert Montgomery, and the expectations that came with it. Her later career included serious roles that showcased her range, such as in the TV movie The Legend of Lizzie Borden, where she portrayed the infamous figure with chilling intensity. In her personal life, Montgomery was known for her activism, particularly in animal rights, but she also faced hardships, including a battle with cancer that ultimately claimed her life in 1995. Despite her struggles, she left behind a legacy of strong female characters and a commitment to her craft. The last known information about her life reflects a woman who, despite her fame, grappled with the same human vulnerabilities as anyone else.
It's flashing red, green, yellow. Walk, don't walk, stop.
Alice Pierce brought a unique charm to the role of Gladys Kravitz in the 1964 television series Bewitched. Her character, the nosy neighbor, became a memorable part of the show, often caught in the web of Samantha's magical mishaps. Pierce's portrayal was marked by a blend of humor and desperation, reflecting the character's obsession with uncovering the supernatural secrets of her neighbors. This role defined Pierce's career, earning her an Emmy Award in 1966, but it also came with personal challenges. After Bewitched, Pierce faced significant hardships. She struggled with health issues, including a battle with cancer, which ultimately took a toll on her life. Despite her declining health, she continued to work, appearing in various television shows and films. Pierce's personal life was marked by tragedy. She lost her husband, actor and director, to a heart attack, leaving her to navigate her grief while maintaining her career. In her final years, Pierce's health deteriorated, and she passed away in 1973 at the age of 48. Her legacy remains, not just as a beloved character, but as a woman who faced life's challenges with resilience. The last known information about her is that she is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike, a testament to her talent and spirit.
The wife sent her husband into the rat race with a handshake.
Ron Masak's portrayal of Police Officer No. 2 in the 1964 TV series Bewitched was a brief yet memorable role that showcased his ability to blend humor with authority. His character often found himself in absurd situations, navigating the supernatural antics of Samantha and her family. This role marked one of Masak's early appearances in television, setting the stage for a diverse career in acting. After Bewitched, Masak continued to work steadily in television and film, appearing in shows like Matt Houston and Murder, She Wrote. However, his life was not without challenges. Masak faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He later remarried, but the scars of his past lingered. In the late 1980s, he was involved in a scandal when he was accused of financial mismanagement related to a charity he supported, which cast a shadow over his reputation. In recent years, Masak has largely stepped back from the public eye, with little known about his current activities. His last known public appearance was at a fan convention in 2019, where he reflected on his career and the impact of his early roles. The mystery surrounding his later life leaves fans wondering about the man behind the badge.
Hark ye, witches who live in lamps!
Yeah, lady, sure.
She did! Oh.
Erin Murphy portrayed Tabitha Stevens in the 1964 TV series Bewitched. captivating audiences with her charm and innocence as the young witch. Her character, the daughter of Samantha and Darren, was a symbol of the show's blend of magic and everyday life. However, the role came with its own challenges. As a child actress, Murphy faced the pressures of fame at a young age, which often led to a struggle for identity beyond her character. After Bewitched ended, she found it difficult to escape the shadow of Tabitha, leading to a series of roles that failed to match her early success. In her personal life, Murphy faced hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. She also dealt with the challenges of raising her children as a single mother, while navigating the entertainment industry. Scandals surrounding child actors during the 1970s added to the pressure, as many faced exploitation and loss of privacy. Despite these challenges, Murphy reinvented herself, becoming a successful entrepreneur and advocate for child actors' rights. As of the latest updates, Erin Murphy remains active in the entertainment industry, participating in conventions and engaging with fans. She has also worked on various projects, including reality TV and voice acting, showcasing her resilience and adaptability.
That your father-in-law was flirting with Mother Goose and your mother-in-law was practically passed out in the guest room, what would you do?
Dick York portrayed Darren Stevens in the 1964 television series Bewitched, bringing a blend of charm and vulnerability to the character. His performance captured the struggles of a man married to a witch, often caught between the mundane and the magical. York's portrayal was marked by a deep sense of frustration and humor, reflecting the challenges of a husband trying to maintain normalcy in an extraordinary world. After Bewitched ended in 1972, York faced significant personal hardships. He battled chronic back pain, which stemmed from an injury sustained during his early career. This pain led to a dependency on painkillers, affecting both his health and career. In 1976, he suffered a severe health crisis, which forced him to step away from acting for several years. Despite these challenges, York made a brief return to television in the late 1970s and early 1970s, but his health continued to decline. He faced financial difficulties and struggled with the shadows of his past fame. In his later years, he became involved in various charitable causes, seeking to help others facing similar struggles. Dick York passed away in 1992 from complications related to his health issues, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his iconic role and the personal battles he fought.
All right, Kate, let's get my hat and umbrella and go. But Mr. Barrows...
Gentlemen, look who I found waiting outside.
Mabel Albertson portrayed Phyllis Stevens in the 1964 television series Bewitched, bringing a unique blend of charm and complexity to the character. Phyllis, the mother of Samantha's friend, often found herself entangled in the magical chaos surrounding the Stevens family. Albertson's performance was marked by a subtle tension, hinting at deeper issues beneath her character's surface. This role showcased her ability to balance humor with a sense of underlying darkness, reflecting the struggles many faced in the era. After Bewitched, Albertson's career continued with various television appearances, but she faced personal hardships that overshadowed her professional life. She dealt with the loss of her husband, which left her grappling with loneliness and grief. In the late 1970s, she faced a scandal when a former co-star accused her of unprofessional behavior, which tarnished her reputation for a time. Despite these challenges, Albertson remained resilient, continuing to work in theater and television until her later years. The last known information about Mabel Albertson indicates that she passed away in 1982, leaving behind a legacy of strong performances and a life marked by both triumph and tragedy. Her contributions to television remain significant, even as her personal struggles remind us of the complexities behind the scenes. Agnes Moorehead's portrayal of Endora in the 1964 TV series Bewitched became iconic, showcasing her talent for blending humor with a touch of darkness. Endora, the mischievous mother of Samantha, was a character filled with complexity, often challenging societal norms and family dynamics. Moorehead's performance was marked by a commanding presence and a flair for the dramatic, which captivated audiences and left a lasting impression. Beyond Bewitched, Moorehead's career spanned several decades, with notable roles in film and theater. She received 4 Emmy nominations and an Academy Award nomination for her role in the film Citizen Kane. However, her life was not without turmoil. Moorehead faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actor Robert Gist, which ended in divorce. She also battled health issues, including a serious illness that led to her passing in 1972 from cancer. In her later years, Moorhead became increasingly reclusive, shying away from the public eye. Despite her fame, she struggled with the pressures of Hollywood and the expectations placed upon her. The last known information about her legacy is that she remains a celebrated figure in television history, remembered for her unique contributions to the arts.
You are a genius. It's beautiful.
But is it effective?
Oh, it's very effective.
As we wrap up our look at the beloved series Bewitched, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia for the magic it brought into our lives. The show, which first aired in 1964, not only entertained us but also showcased the incredible talent of its cast, including Elizabeth Montgomery, who faced the challenge of balancing her career with her personal life. The series tackled themes of love, family, and the everyday struggles of a witch trying to fit into a normal world. Many fans remember the iconic moments, like Samantha's nose twitching to cast spells, or the hilarious antics of her mischievous mother, Endora. Did you watch Bewitched during your childhood? What memories do you have connected to this enchanting show? We would love to hear your stories and experiences in the comments below. Share how Bewitched influenced your life or your favorite episodes that still make you smile today. Your memories are part of the magic that keeps this classic alive.
How was your day?
Well, it wasn't a bad day.